Hello again. In this video, I would like to show you another useful feature of AURIN, and that is geocoding. It is not, as I said, it's not exactly in this scenario. It actually relates to another scenario, BCF scenario, which you have information on it on Blackboard. But let me just show this feature of geocoding. Let me actually create a new project. Let's call it BCF1 just to demonstrate BCF store locations. So again, I can select the areas. We have done this before, so I won't speak much about it. I just select, no, not ACT. I would like to select Queensland. States, Queensland. Yes, let's keep it in Queensland. So what I want to do is to basically upload a data set with addresses and then try to geocode them and put them on a map. In the slides, you have the URL for the data set, clean data set. So that's the URL. If you go there, you should see the data sets related to the previous scenario, so my hospital details and the merge table, etc. We didn't really need them because we already created these data sets in our videos so far. But BCF stores is another data set. Let me download this one and show you this one. It basically has two columns, two fields, store name and address, right? So these are very normal addresses, right? So these are the street addresses, but we want to tell AURIN that we want to basically use AURIN to geocode these addresses and find the exact longitude and latitudes of these addresses and put them on a map. That's the goal of this video. So let's upload this data set to AURIN. If I can find my AURIN tab here, this is the one. I click on import. I find the BCF stores address dataset. So once again, let me emphasize again that you can create your own dataset as well. So if you are interested in the addresses of a specific store or a specific places or organizations or mines, whatever it is, if you have the addresses, you can create a CSV sheet or Excel sheet with one name and one address, and then upload it and then map it using AURIN, right? So let's do that. I don't need to save it. So once again, I import the BCF stores data. Let's call it BCF addresses. Let me just copy this one here as well. There is no aggregation. So this aggregation is when you have a data set that is aggregated based on statistical area 2 or based on postcode or based on any sort of aggregation, and then you tell AURIN that this data set is aggregated. But this for us, this data set is not aggregated. It's just plain addresses, and the key would be a store name. Let's upload this data set. And this is the feature that I'm talking about. I want to geocode the addresses. I go to tools here. I choose a spatial data manipulation, geocoder, and I specify the data set. I specify the address field, and then click on add and run. As I mentioned in the class, usually This is not a free service. Usually websites would charge you for geocoding the data, but that's a good advantage of AURIN, that provides this geocoding for free. It creates one output file, which is the file with longitude and latitudes. As you see, these are the longitude and latitudes, 139, -28, etc. It also creates a text file and tells you if it has not been successful in geocoding some of the roads. So these roads, probably because the address was not very clear, so CNR instead of corner, or probably 4B, probably AURIN was not able to understand these lines. So again, for these lines, you have to sort of come up with an alternative, more machine readable addresses. So instead of corner, perhaps put the exact street number and street name, and fix these ones. But for the majority of the rows, it was successful. They were successfully geocoded, right? So again, it's not easy. I mean, once again, preparing the data is difficult. So let's just proceed with the ones that has been geocoded. So that's our geocoded data set. You don't see the geometry here, but it has been geocoded. You see some coordinates here. And if I click on the range sign, I click on display on map. Let's keep the default settings. And it basically puts those addresses on a map, and then you can put extra layers on this map and analyze this map. So I wanted to show you this geocoding feature, which is most likely helpful for your assignment as well. Thanks for your attention.